Shamatha is a peaceful dwelling in peace, or letting the mind settle. It's called mindfulness practice, it's called many things. Peaceful abiding, it is sometimes called. But the idea of shamatha is that you are taming your mind. And it's like your mind is wild, and you are taming it. You know, the same as you train your puppy or a horse or a monkey or a gorilla in some maybe rhino, perhaps. But there's many beautiful images for what we're trying to do with shamatha practice. And so I like to think in images a lot. I'm not a real linear person, I'm a visual person, but I'll talk about three images that indicate something about what it is to settle our mind. And the first image is, I mentioned already, is like a mountain. The body is a mountain, very stable, big on the bottom, easy for me, and very kind of self-sufficient, and has a certain quality of equanimity. A mountain, doesn't seem to get, we don't know really, but a mountain doesn't seem to get perturbed too much about what's going on. Whether it's a sunny day or a rainy day or windy day or snowy weather, there's a certain kind of continuity that we're cultivating, that in our lives, different things, sometimes we have happy experiences, sometimes we have a lot of obstacles. So we're cultivating kind of a quality of being able to hold our mind steadily through the vicissitudes of life. One teacher referred to this as when your life goes up, your mind doesn't bounce up. When your life goes down, your mind doesn't bounce down. But you'd be able to hold your mind to deal with whatever is arising really on the spot and with some integrity. So a notion of stillness and stability. And the quality of presence. Mountains are very present. On the other hand, humans are often not so present. We're many times it's like, that image you saw with the many heads, we're like split into many parts. That we're seemingly present, but our mind is somewhere else. And many times we're doing things, we're not wholeheartedly doing them. We're only half there. So part of that first quality is when you say mindful, it means really fully being 100% genuinely with what you're doing as you're doing it. Even the simplest things. There's a quality of not distracted, not divided, but engaged in a certain deep way. That's the first image. There's also image of the mind, which is interesting, is the mind is like a pond. And it's like a pond where the wind has stirred it up. So it's like all the silt and stuff is all filled with water. You can't see into the pond. It's all kind of muddy. And I said that wind quality is like our complete busyness of mind all the time. So the mind becomes less busy, and his thoughts are less solid, and we're not so just caught up in speeding around anxiously all the time. The mind, it says, naturally settles. It's like the wind dies down and the silt goes to the bottom, and the pond becomes very clear. So that's another quality is being cultivated in shamatha, is the clarity. It's not just relaxing, it's also clarity. A lot of times people think meditation is like taking a chill pill or something, you're just relaxing. But actually it's supposed to be opening and clarifying the mind, just the same way as that image of the pond. You can actually see into whatever is there. And Trungpa Rinpoche said, well, of course, when you clarify the mind and the pond clears, then you'll see all the stuff in the bottom. It could be a dead fish, or somebody with their feet in concrete, or it could be an old tire, or it could be a hidden treasure. It could be all those things. Whatever is there, that is what you'll see. And that's why sometimes meditation practice takes a certain amount of courage, because you're not looking at just parts of yourself, you're clarifying all of yourself, what you're proud of, what you're ashamed of, what you're strong in, what you're embarrassed about. The idea of integrating. So that's another quality of Shamatha. You're integrating your experience and bringing it all into your awareness, not just parts. So that's the image of the pond.